On the morning of June 25, 1950, Young Hee was still a small child. That morning, when a daughter not yet 10 years old stood holding her mother's hand tightly, was a day she would never be able to remember for the rest of her life. Because all she heard was her father's voice screaming, let go quickly." Young Hee and her parents tried to cross the Han River Bridge, but North Korean soldiers had come too close. A South Korean soldier shouted, "We're blowing up the bridge, cross quickly." Her father grabbed Young Hee and started running. Her mother ran too, but her mother was pregnant and she was out of breath. Her father turned back. Her mother was 20 meters behind him. Her father screamed, "Hurry, come quickly." An explosion sounded. The middle of the bridge began to collapse. Her mother reached out her hand, but her father and Young Hee had already reached the south bank. Her mother was left on the north side of the bridge. The bridge collapsed and her mother's figure disappeared into the smoke. The train headed south, and her mother was left behind in the north. Young Hee grew up alone in Seoul. Her grandmother prepared meals for her, and her grandfather bought her school supplies, but she never held her mother's hand again. 35 years passed. She became an elementary school teacher and shared love with her own daughters. But every night, she felt an inexplicable unease, as if something was missing somewhere.
Until 1985 came, Young Hee never gave up on her mother. Every night, she drew her mother's face in her mind. 35 years had passed, so her mother would be 67 years old by now. Her hair would have turned white, and her face would have many wrinkles. Will she even recognize me? This question made her heart grow cold. Then one day, news broke on the television. South-North Separated Family Reunion Project approved. Young Hee's hands trembled. When she was filling out the application form, her pen shook. Would her mother still be alive? Would a reunion really be possible? That anxiety could not overcome her hope. September 20th, 1985. Young Hee got off the train at Pyongyang Station. For the first time in 35 years, she was stepping on her homeland. When she got off the train, her legs felt like they would give out. Hundreds of people gathered in the main hall. Families from the south, families from the north. Everyone was looking for the same thing, the face of someone who had left 35 years ago. "Mom, Mom," she wanted to scream, but no voice came out. Her mother was nowhere to be seen in the main hall. An interpreter approached and whispered, "Your mother is here. She's getting ready in another room." The moment Young Hee stepped into a small tea room, her world stopped. An elderly woman in a white jeogori, traditional Korean dress, was sitting there. Her face was full of wrinkles and her fingers were gnarled. But those eyes were exactly like her mother's eyes from 35 years ago. "Young Hee?" her mother asked. She should have said yes, that she was Young Hee. But no words came out. Instead, tears burst forth. 35 years of longing poured out in that one moment. Her mother wept too. "Are you really our daughter?" her mother kept asking, as if afraid it was a dream, afraid she would disappear again. Young Hee took her mother's hand. Those fingers were gnarled, but they were warm. They were hands that had waited 35 years. Her mother took out a small package. Inside were rice balls made of barley and seasoned seaweed. "This is all the country allows me to give. Eat." "Your mother made this," her mother said. Young Hee put the rice ball in her mouth. She has no memory of what it tasted like. Her tongue wouldn't work because of the tears. But it was her mother's touch. It was her mother's touch received after 35 years. 5 hours passed. 10 hours passed. The interpreter whispered, "You can only meet for 24 hours. You need to prepare yourselves." Young Hee's heart stopped. 24 hours after waiting 35 years, only 24 hours? On the last night, her mother did not let go of Young Hee's hand. In the tedious silence of a summer night, the two of them just held hands. Words were not necessary. Everything from 35 years was contained in that hand. Morning came. Young Hee held her mother and wept. Her mother wept too. The moment of permanent parting had arrived. Her mother's figure grew smaller and smaller. Her mother's silhouette, led away by interpreters, became dimmer and dimmer. Young Hee wanted to scream, "Mom," but her lips were sealed. Because the face her mother turned to look at one last time had a smile on it. Even in pain, she was smiling. The train headed south again. Young Hee held a single piece of paper. It was a letter her mother had given her. The handwriting was shaky and the letters were uneven. But it was her mother's handwriting. The letter said, "Young Hee, if you are happy, that alone would make me happy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not by your side. Whether I am there or not, you are our daughter." Young Hee read that letter thousands of times. 35 years later, when her granddaughter tried to hold her grandmother's hand, she took out that letter. "Your grandmother said you are our daughter," she whispered. Today, Young Hee is 87 years old. Her mother is no longer in this world. But the letter from her mother is still in her hands. Her granddaughter and great-granddaughter have also read that letter. Division continues. Tens of thousands of separated families still live in longing. But this story asks us, is longing pain or is it love? The answer lies in the last letter of one mother. If you are happy, that alone is enough for me. Dear viewers, are you also longing for someone who has left you? If so, please remember what exists within, that longing is not anger, but love. And through that love, you can make someone happy.